Hello, my name is Lucy Mitchell, and I am so excited that you've decided to join me in this 5-day mindfulness challenge. I'm actually been really focused on creating a challenge that is focused on what's going on right now. And this is a challenge that you can take with you well after we're done with what's going on in the current state. Because I can guarantee you that 2020 isn't going to be winning any awards as the best year ever. In fact, the funniest thing happened the other day. Somebody had posted on my social media or shared on my social media a picture of that alcohol, and it said Mad Dog 2020. And they said, if that wasn't a clue as to what we were going to be experiencing, I don't know what is. And it made me laugh, but then it also kind of just got me thinking, who would have thought that this is what we would be dealing with, right? I mean, can I get an amen on that? And I would like to think that a majority of us are handling this with a little bit of grace and a little bit of composure. But we're probably also inside losing it, because this has been a very challenging year for many of us. I mean, I know for my children, they've gone from having their sense of normalcy to, oh, maybe we've got 2 weeks off from school, to they haven't been in school in March. And as we recently have found out, as of right now, they're not going back until November. And we don't even know if that's the case. So the one thing I do want to say is that it is important for us to remember that we can't control what's going on around us. We can control our reactions. We can control our actions towards the events that are right in front of us. And that's what I wanted this mindfulness challenge to be all about, because that is a great way to do that. So if you're like, what the heck is a mindfulness challenge? What does it mean to be mindful? You could totally Google that. But let me just give you the layman's generic terms. It is a mental state achieved by focusing on one's awareness in the present moment. What? Think about that for a moment. Okay. So it's being present. It's focusing on what the task that you're doing at that time. I mean, how many of us have actually multitasked? I mean, aside from the really dangerous things like texting and driving, or Instagramming and storing and time and driving, or cooking and watching TV. I mean, you're not being present and mindful at one task. I mean, I myself am the queen of multitasking. I can be okay, pause the commercial now that we have that ability to do so with our TVs, get a load of laundry done, double check on dinner. I'm not focusing on each task. When I started being mindful in my nutrition, I started noticing that I was able to savor the food that was in front of me. And I noticed that I wasn't eating as much because I wasn't scrolling social media. I wasn't watching TV while eating. I was focusing on the food in front of me, focusing on my water that I was drinking while I was consuming my food. And I noticed that I was eating less, and I was maintaining a state of fullness longer. This is that same type of thing. And when you're doing this, you're also calmly acknowledging and accepting your feelings in that action, and your thoughts, your bodily expressions. Also the world around you. You're noticing things. I mean, it's like you're noticing the birds chirping, or the breeze, or the sounds around you. It's a really trippy concept. I'm serious. A few key points for me to mention or point out is that awareness is the present moment. Acknowledgement and acceptance of what is, and keeping judgment and expectations to the minimum. That in itself is all a part of being mindful. So a part of this 5-day challenge is that I will be delivering a series of videos on different mindfulness prompts. Some of them are going to be challenging. Just be prepared. And they're going to arrive in your inbox with an accompanying video, because video makes things more fun. They're designed to be short and sweet, as well as effective. So it might seem like, oh, that's so simple, but I want you to read through the entire prompt and any accompanying activities, and then do the actual mindfulness action. And then you're going to reflect afterwards. This isn't a reflection that you need to share with me by any means. This is just something that you're going to share with yourself. You're either going to put it away and reflect on it later on. You're going to contemplate on the emotions and the awareness and what you've noticed in doing these actions, and even stop and think, is this something that you could repeat? Whether it's weekly, whether it's once a month, just depending on what the action is. And what this is going to do is it's going to give you a glimpse into the many benefits that come with dedicating, even if it's just a few minutes a day, to mind and body wellness. Because again, we are living in a state of like constant chaos right now. No matter how hard we just try to like keep our head down or quarantine ourselves or just mind our own business, there's so much going on that is affecting our body and mind wellness, that it's actions and little tasks like this that'll help rein it back in. Now, if this is something that you are enjoying, please, by all means, share the love. Like, share this challenge with your friends and family. I can share the link. I'm all about like spreading like information, especially as I learn it, because I think that that's the most important. So I'm so excited that you're here. I'm so excited that you're going to be doing this challenge with me, because I'm going to be doing it with you. I need to relearn mindfulness all the time. Sometimes I just get in a state of comfortableness and think like, oh, I'm good. And I've got to hone it back in. So I will be doing this challenge with you, and I'm so excited for it. And I definitely want your feedback, so that way I can expand on this challenge and turn it into maybe a 10-day or a 14-day, 30-day, and beyond. So thank you guys so much for being here, and let's get excited for day one.